Hi, I'm Melissa Cassis. Welcome. We're going to do a 20-minute power flow to get your body warm and you to be feeling strong and breathing strong. All right, so let's step to the front of your mat. Feet together. Samastitihi. We've got our toes touching. Ground your feet down into the mat. Stand up tall. Bring your awareness to your breath. Inhale, breathe in through your nose. Feel your lungs expand. You're really fueling your practice with your breath. And exhale, contract the back of your throat with your Ujjayi breath. So we take a few moments just to switch gears, to go from whatever's going on outside earlier in the day to becoming fully present right here and right now. Give yourself permission to spend the next 20 minutes or so just on your mat. Exhale completely. Inhale, reach your arms up. Press your palms together. Look up toward your thumbs as you open the front of your body. And exhale, swan dive forward. Bring your fingertips down toward the floor. Shake your head. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Half lift. Lengthen your spine. So our knees might be bent here, but we're drawing our belly in. Squeeze the shoulder blades back and together. Exhale, fold forward. Go a little bit deeper this time. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Reach your arms up. Press your palms together. Look toward your thumbs. Exhale, hands through your heart to your side. Back to Samastitihi, our equal standing pose. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Press your palms together. Feel the front of your body open. Exhale, swan dive forward. Soften your knees as you bring your fingertips toward the mat. Drop your head. Inhale, your hands to your shins. Half lift. Now squeeze the shoulder blades back and together. We can keep our knees nice and soft. Exhale, flatten your hands. Step back into a high plank position. Inhale, stay. Press your ribs away from the floor. Draw your belly button in. Quads and glutes are active. Shift your weight forward. Bend your elbows. Lower all the way slowly onto your stomachs. Flip over so now you're on your toenails. Inhale, draw your shoulder blades down your back. Lift your chest. And exhale, release. Curl your toes. Press back. Downward facing dog. Now we'll pedal our heels right and left, and right and left, and right and left. Let your ears start to get warm as the blood rushes into your head. Notice what it feels like just to be upside down. Inhale, pick both heels up high. Exhale, drop them low down toward the mat. Reach your ribs back toward your thigh bones. Inhale again, heels up high. And exhale, drop them low. One more time. Inhale, heels up high. Exhale, drop them low. Look toward your hands. Step your feet forward. Half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale your arms all the way up. Again, press the palms together. Look up. And exhale, hands through your heart to your side. Samastitihi. Inhale, arms up, palms touch, look up. Exhale, soften the knees as you melt forward toward the floor, head down. Inhale, half lift. Now we've got a flat back. Our hands can always be on our shins or our fingertips right down onto the mat. Exhale, flatten your hands, step back, high plank position. Inhale, stay, hold the high plank. Exhale, shift your weight forward. This time, bend your elbows, lower down, Chaturanga, four-limb staff pose, just until your elbows touch your ribs. Inhale, pull forward, cobra or upward facing dog with your thigh bones off the mat. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. And again, we'll do that with our heels. Inhale, lift both heels up really high. Reach your ribs toward your thigh bones. Exhale, drop your heels low down toward the mat. Again, inhale, heels up high. And exhale, drop them low. Feel the stretch in your calves and the stretch in your hamstrings. One more time, inhale. And exhale, drop them low, spiraling them down. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, kind of wide like a baby frog. Half lift. So that can be a step or a float. Exhale, fold all the way in half. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands through your heart to your side. Now let's bend our knees. Inhale, your fingertips may brush the floor. Reach your arms forward. So in Utkatasana here, I like to pull my ribs in. And so my arms will come forward slightly. They're not reaching up as high as you might see sometimes. Want your low back to feel really safe, so we just don't want this tilt with our low back. Good. Inhale, stay, take a breath. Exhale, melt down toward the floor as you straighten your legs. Reach your nose through your shins. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, flatten your hands. Float back into Chaturanga now. Hug your elbows close to your ribs. Inhale, pull forward, upward facing dog. So maybe your thigh bones are off the mat. Cobra is also your option. You know that. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Pivot your left heel to the floor. Step your right foot forward. Reach your arms up, warrior one. So our knee is over our ankle. Inhale again, take one more breath. Look up, reach up. Exhale your hands to the floor. Pick your foot up and step it back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, rolling over the toes, downward facing dog. Pivot your right heel in. Step your left foot forward. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, hands down, step back. Low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, pull yourself forward, upward facing dog. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. And then check back in. Our feet are about 6 inches apart. You can always keep your knees bent in downward facing dog. Get the length in your hamstrings, reach your ribs toward your thigh bones, and then maybe re-straighten your legs. Ujjayi breathing if you're working there. Inhale, breathe in through your nose. And exhale, contract the back of your throat. Inhale, look to your hands, bend your knees, float forward in half lift. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, Utkatasana. Bend your knees, arms up. Exhale, bring your hands through your heart to your side. Samastitihi. And now we'll take our feet about 6 inches apart, so enough that we can fit 2 of our fists right here. Hands to waist, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Always bend your knees a little bit. Take your peace fingers, grab your big toes, then half lift to re-lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold, reach your nose through your shins. Now from here, once our ribs are on our thigh bones, we can start to straighten our legs, but that's not necessary. Always listen to your hamstrings. Feel the weight of your head pull on your spine. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift your head. We've got a nice flat back. Exhale, slide your hands underneath your feet. Padahastasana, all the way up so your toes touch your wrists. Again, inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Reach your elbows out toward the side. Shift your weight forward into the balls of your feet. Use your toes to massage your wrists. Now our core is active. Draw the belly button up and in and reach your nose through your shins. And shake your head, swing it from side to side if that feels good. Release any tension, anything you're holding on to. Just let it go. Inhale, half lift to re-lengthen your spine. Exhale, your hands to your waist. Inhale, rise all the way up, then feet together. Okay. Now step to the right. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Our right heel is lined up with the arch of our left foot. We'll reach our arms out. Then reach over, reach over, reach over, and pivot. Your hand can be on your shin or on a block or even holding your big toe. Feel the length in your body. You are strong and stable in your feet. Inhale, come up. Pivot your feet the other way. So left heel is going to line up with the arch of our right foot now. Reach over, reach over, reach over. And in Trikonasana and triangle pose, we're not leaning forward. Think our ribs are stacked right on top of each other. Lift your kneecap toward the sky so your quads are active. Inhale, come all the way up. We'll pivot our feet around. This time, bend the right knee. Bring your hands to the floor, and we'll get really low. So we can come into Anjaneyasana. You can bend your knee, keep it all the way down onto the ground. If you like, you can lift your back knee up. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend your knee a little bit lower. Press your pubic bone forward. Re-straighten your back leg. Take one more breath. Inhale, really open your chest. Reach toward the opposite end of the room. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and twist. So now when we twist, we'll create a long line from the crown of our head all the way down to our heel. Inhale, lift your chest, and exhale, twist. Use your elbow against your knee to twist more and more and more. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Pivot your feet the other way. So same thing, bring the hands down to the floor. You'll bend your back knee. You can bring your knee all the way down onto the ground or keep it up. Reach your arms up. Okay, now I'm softening the back knee here. Press the pubic bone forward. Straighten your back leg. Inhale, reach your arms up. Fuel your body with your breath. Exhale your hands to your heart and twist. Now, we'll usually twist better one way than the other. So just notice, am I able to twist as far on this side? We're just rotating our ribs away from our hip bones. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, face forward. Let's take our knees nice and wide. Our feet are reaching in opposite directions, and bend your knees for variation of goddess pose. So once we come down, we'll just press one knee back, roll the shoulder forward, and switch. Move with your breath. Inhale, exhale, twist. And inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. And one more time, inhale, exhale, twist. Come right back to the center, round forward. Inhale, now reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, sink a little lower into your goddess pose. And sway your hips from side to side. And then find stillness right in the middle. Roll your knees out toward your pinky toes and sink down even lower into this pelvic bowl. So feel kind of nice and heavy in your core, as if you were almost like a sumo wrestler. We were going to walk. Want to feel nice and strong and stable here. Reach your arms back up and exhale. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Now hands down to the floor. Pivot your feet forward. So now we might be slightly pigeon-toed, or at least our feet are parallel. Half lift to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Prasarita Padottanasana. It's a wide leg forward fold. Line your fingertips up in line with the arches of your feet. Press the crown of your head onto the floor. So sometimes that means walking our feet farther apart. If you feel like your head's on the ground, but there's still, you're scrunching a little bit, then walk your feet a little closer together. Create length in your spine. Feel that traction. Head down into the floor, sits bones high, belly button is in. And take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale your hands to your waist, and inhale, rise all the way up. heel toe your feet together. So we don't have a lot of time together. It's a pretty fast class, but pull your right knee all the way in toward your chest. Find a focal point, something that's not moving that you can look at, and look just at that spot. Root your foot down into the mat, lift your chest, and lift through the crown of your head. Take one more breath. And release that leg. Good. Switch sides. Knee all the way up in toward your chest. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. I love balancing postures because I focus. It's a nice time to allow your mind to be really quiet. Lift it and release. Good. Let's take dancer's pose. Bend your right knee. This time grab the inside arch of your foot. And we'll glue the thigh bones together. Press your pubic bone forward. Reach your left arm up and exhale. Then we start to kick back. So we don't have to pitch our body forward too much, but really continue to roll your thigh bone down and kick your leg back, kick it back so we feel the stretch in our hip flexors and quads. Take one more breath. Inhale, come up and switch sides. So now grab the inside arch of your left foot. Reach your right arm high to the sky. Glue your thigh bones together. Press your pubic bone forward. So that tiny little action there will make sure we take it out of our low back and we get the stretch in our hip flexors. And then start to kick your leg back and kick and reach. Kick and reach. And kick and reach. Inhale, come all the way up, and exhale, release. And we'll take our legs wide now. Yogi squat, Milazzo. So we're here. You can walk your feet in a little bit. So when we're in this squat, we'll try to get our heels down onto the ground. Our inner thighs are pretty active, so think of a thigh master. Your inner thighs will squeeze in and hug your triceps. Bring your hands to your heart. Take one more breath. Good. Now to keep our heat, inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, sink down nice and low. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, reach up. And exhale, low. And so we've got these different dynamics. Inhale, lifting, reaching, expanding. And exhale to become grounded. One more time. Inhale, reach and scoop, and exhale. Now, if you're working on Bakasana, your crow pose, we'll take our hands down to the floor. Shoulder distance apart, we're going for outer deltoids. Chaturanga hands, so our fingers are spread wide, our elbows are back. Flex the spine. So in a crow, my back is going to be rounded, my elbows are in, and we keep those inner thighs squeezing in toward our armpits. Shift your weight forward. Pick one foot up, pick the other foot up. Press your big toes together. Lift your heels toward your butt. Look forward, look forward, look forward. Hold it. Take one more breath. And float back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Draw the shoulder blades down your back. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Look to your hands, bend your knees. Float all the way through. Take your legs straight out in front of you. Staff pose. So in Dandasana here, we really want a nice flat back as if we were leaning into a pole. Get those shoulder blades back in together. Press your hands firmly down onto the mat. And then gently start to pull your toes back toward your face. So sometimes we think that we're sitting up nice and tall, but really we're kind of rounded forward. So here, imagine this pull up between your shoulder blades. Nod your chin slightly. Look at the tip of your nose.
Inhale, lift your chin, reach your arms toward the sky. Now we're hinging forward, not rounding, but it really is a hinge forward. Ground the sitting bones down into the mat. Maybe grab your big toes or the outsides of your feet, or you can use a towel to lasso your feet. Inhale again to half lift. So now we've got a flat back. Exhale, hinge forward, reach your ribs toward your thigh bones. Gently lengthen your hamstrings. Remember, we'll keep our knees bent as much as we need to. Take 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, deepen. And so we're using our breath to create heat in our bodies. Inhale, half lift. We'll bend both of our knees, bring the soles of your feet together, Baddha Konasana, open them up wide like we're reading a book. Good. So now we still have that flat back. We're not rounding forward. Hinge forward, reach your chest down toward your toes. So I'm not rounding it all. I'm lengthening my spine, making my back muscles work, even though I'm hinging forward and my hip flexors are working as well. Good. Inhale and exhale. Take 1 more breath. Let your hips open, open, open. Inhale, come all the way up. Make your way down onto your backs. So slowly roll down 1 rib, 1 vertebra at a time. Take your feet about 6 inches apart and not so close that we can touch our heels. So here, this is a Pilates Ab Prep. So a little bit of core. Feel the back of your head down onto your mat. Press your shoulder blades down onto your mat. Neutral pelvis, so our pubic bone and hip bones are in one flat plane. Nod your chin down toward your chest and exhale, lift up slightly, reach toward your toes. So our core is still active, pubic bone, hip bones, nice and flat. Inhale, stay and reach, and exhale, release and lower back down until you feel the back of your head on your mat. Inhale, a little chin nod. Exhale as you flex up, draw your shoulder blades down your back. Inhale, stay and reach. And exhale, release, lower down slowly till the back of your head is on your mat. Inhale again, nod your chin. Exhale, draw your ribs toward your hips. Inhale, stay. Make sure your shoulder blades are down our back. And exhale, release, lower down. 1 more time. It's a little chin nod. We don't want to jam our chin in toward our chest. Exhale, draw your ribs toward your hip bones. Inhale, stay and reach. And exhale, release, lower all the way down. Good. Hug your right knee into your chest. Give it a nice tight squeeze. Reach your left leg all the way down toward the floor. Take a half happy baby. Grab the inner arch of your right foot. Stack your ankle above your knee and draw your knee down toward the floor. Our left leg, remember, is still anchored down there. And then we can play around with our hip. Open and close your leg. Open and close, open and close. And release that leg. Hug your left knee into your chest. Give it a nice tight squeeze. And grab the inner arch of your left foot with your ankle just above your knee. Draw your knee down toward the floor. And open and close. And open and close. And open and close. Release that leg all the way down. Reach your arms all the way up over your head. Take a big full body stretch. And exhale, tuck your chin in toward your chest. Bend your knees. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Wrap your arms around your legs. And lower your head all the way back down to the mat. Release your right leg down toward the floor. And your left. So make sure that our pelvis feels nice and comfortable. Always keep your knees nice and soft in Shavasana. Feel the back of your head onto your mat and your shoulder blades onto your mat. Close your eyes. And picture your favorite, most beautiful place in the world. That could be your backyard. That could be at the beach. stay in Shavasana as long as you're able to. When you're ready to come out of it, say goodbye to your beautiful place for now. It's always here whenever you want to come back. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes and circle your wrists and ankles. And take a big stretch again in whatever way feels good. Bend your knees, roll over onto your side. And gently make your way up into a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me today. Beautiful work. Namaste.